Okay, let's see. Where does this guitar pedal plug into the piano? Don't see a place for that. Delilah, I think this piano's defective. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the studio. I'm excited about this video because I am finally in the process of tweaking a workflow or making a workflow more efficient that has significantly hampered some of my writing process. So I've been tweaking this setup, or I haven't been tweaking anything. I've been setting a bunch of things on TV trays out here, trying to make this writing process easier so I can just get in the mode to write and I don't have a bunch of tech crap getting in the way of my creative process. Now that I'm finally getting this set up, we'll get to all this, what's over here in just a second, but now that I'm finally getting some of that set up and tweaked, I need to get the actual recording process of it settled in. And thanks to my friends over at Wavebone, they've sent me a new rack that I'm going to put in here in the live room. It's going to live in the live room. It's on wheels. It's going to make it so I can float between the piano, the organ over there, and even the drums if I want to come out and do some quick drum stuff and I don't already have a setup going. All of this stuff is going to fit in that one rack. All of my pedal rig is going to go on top of the rack, and then I can use the laptop, which is up here right now, for screen sharing of the main audio computer. So my goal here is to have all my gear in one spot. It comes out of the back, goes over to the wall panel, and I patch it directly into the Motus because I'll be able to control the mic pre's from out here, set everything up, I get it, and I can just start working. If I want to go over the organ, I can just wheel the thing over the organ, set up a couple mics, and go. And then I just control the big computer with screen sharing on the laptop. That actually works really, really well. This way I can come out and be creative and just work without having to spend, 30 minutes trying to just get the setup right, which usually is going to deter me from doing anything. Now, one big problem with this is it's an absolute mess, and I want to leave this set up more like all the time, really, so I can just kind of come out and work. And if I do have any setup, it's maybe 5 minutes of moving a mic or something, and then I hit record and go. But this is a train wreck. It gets in the way when there's a bunch of us in here working, so this is all going to get cleaned up. So let's take a look at this gear so you know kind of what I'm working with and what I've been doing. I have two different parts to my setup out here: the mic pre's and the pedal board. For the mic pre's, I'm just using some extra pre's that I had in storage in the back, which is a pair of MXL MPAC mic pre's, which are just really clean. They actually don't sound bad, they're just really clean. And then I pulled my Overstayer pre's out of the rack in the control room to bring out here because they sound fantastic. They have a great Pultec style EQ on them, but the most important part, maybe not the most important part, but one part that makes this setup easier and allowed me to not have to have a bunch of splitters out here is they have two outputs. So I can have one set of outputs going straight into the Motus, into the main machine, so I can just have clean piano, like a regular piano session. I can take the other output and feed the pedal board. So that aux out goes over here to my DIY RE L2A reamp box. This thing is great, by the way, if you're into building stuff on your own. Easy build, inexpensive too. And this is what I use to feed whatever set of pedals I have going on, which lately has been a lot of the Boss SY200, the Boss RE202 Space Echo, and this Lester K is fantastic for making things stereo. And I just started playing with this Electro Harmonix S9 string pedal. Holy crap, you can do some cool stuff with this. I do have Zounds affiliate links down in the description if you're interested in any of these pedals. They sound pretty cool. It was really important for me to have all of this out here next to me while I'm working, especially on the pedals, because they affect how I'm writing. If I was doing it all after the fact in post, yeah, that's obviously a possibility, but the writing part would come out very, very different. And I wanted a lot of the sounds that I'm building to come from these pedals, or whatever set of pedals I have, and then influence what I'm riding and then build from there. The mic pre-side is probably going to change a little bit as time goes on. The overstayers will stay out here. I will definitely add some more channels, especially as I get into doing some drum stuff and being able to work back and forth. But for now, this is going to be my starting point. I've got 4 channels out here. I'm also going to clean up all my power supply. I got another Electro Harmonix S8 multi-output power supply. Down here, I have a backup power supply actually from my Golden Age Comp 54s. That's what's powering all the mic pre's. So it's going to clean up all of that very nicely. And then I can just run out of the mic pre's straight to the wall into the computer. And the same thing on the pedal. In this case, the Space Echo is the last in line. So I just take my outputs, they go directly into the wall, and they go into the main machine as a separate pair of channels. So I have a clean piano channel and I have all my effects. I can blend the two together. I can turn one off. I can further manipulate in post if that's what I want to do. But that's the overall setup here. And now we're going to get everything put into the rack and ready to rock. Boom, and here we are. This thing went together really easy, actually. It was a piece of cake to put together. It's built well, wheels are nice. This is gonna be fantastic in here. I decided to put this old rack rider I had, just this power conditioner on the bottom. These lights are pretty crappy, and I'm not a fan of wasting the top space on those things anyway. So I stuck that at the bottom. I have the GAP power supply back here, and then underneath, here, let me turn this thing around. On the back, I mounted the Electro Harmonix power brick. I think the S8 is what it's called. Underneath here, so it can easily get to any pedals that I have. And then there is one cable coming out of the overstayer up here to the L2A, the DIY-RE reamp box. And I am good to go. I can plug some mics in and start rocking. This is going to be fantastic. Now I'm going to figure out what line mixers I want to put in here because I'd like to be able to bring the 8-track reel to reel out to do some stuff. But for now, I can start working. I can tuck this thing back in the corner. It'll stay out of the way. This will be good. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me on this video. Really appreciate it. Go out, make some music, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.